What's going on, Watt family? Today I'm gonna start because I know I'm not gonna finish. Well, I don't know, but most likely I'm not gonna finish. But I am going to start with the range test on the YR20 with my brand new battery. It's 48 volt, 60 amp hour battery. Now this battery was made for me, for this bike, by Kevin Donald over at Northeast Battery System. Super impressed with his work. He did the same or similar battery for my Philodo Falcon. If you watched that video, you saw how much more range I got. I am going to anticipate, just because how light this bike is, that I'm going to get even more range on this 48 volt than I did on my Philodo Falcon. So I'm super excited about that. Hence why I said, I don't know if I'm gonna finish today, and I will pick up the rest tomorrow. I'm gonna ride from here to Fort Lauderdale, probably go around Riverfront, walk Las Olas, etc. And then tomorrow we'll head towards the beach and ride the beach if I hadn't killed the battery yet. But I'm excited, and I put it next to the Magician, just to give you an idea on how big the Magician is and how small this bike is. I mean, just look at the wheels. First of all, that's a 20x4. This is a 26x4. I mean, the wheel size alone is humongous. But then you look at the height of the handlebars, right? Now they're both BMX style handlebars, but it's much taller. I mean, this is up to almost my neck. And this one is down to my midsection, right? The center of my stomach. If not a little lower, if I stand over it. But just to give you an idea in size, that's why I put them together. This is much smaller, much easier to maneuver. I'm testing out these new pedals, guys. New pedals. They're not my rest shift pedals, but they're literally maybe 1/3 of the price. I think I paid $30 for these. We'll see how long. I'm gonna test them out. I'll give you a review on it in a little bit. But right now, let's go ride, my beautiful people. All right, guys, let's get started. Let's start Strava. All right, so the goal today is just to ride, try to burn as much battery as I can. Tomorrow, we're gonna do the same, trying to burn as much battery as I can. The bike only has 38 miles on it. I need to put some miles on this baby. I really wanna test it out. I mean, it's a budget e-bike. I really wanna see its durability. I wanna test out the new battery. And yeah, let's go have some fun right now. I really love this little bike, man. It is freaking great. I'm gonna take this helmet with me. I got another one on because I most likely will ride tonight, and I want to ride with this helmet tonight. And so I just got to figure out how to put this on. So let me strap this to the front. I'm going to take this home, drop it off, and then look at that bike, man. Look how beautiful. I'm going to take that home, drop it off, ride with the one I have on. And then tonight, if I decide to ride tonight, I want to ride with that one because of the lights. All right, one thing I got to be careful on is that kickstand. I'm going to have to play with it. Maybe, I don't know if I can extend it more. If not, switch it out. Because it's really, if you can tell, look at how bad it's leaning over. I don't like my bikes to lean that much. All right, we're going to do a quick speed test. We already know that the display and the GPS are spot on. It's like a 0.5 difference, but we're going into a headwind. Let's see, we're at 22. Throttle-only. I'm gonna pedal in a little bit, but we're at 30 already. Right now 30. 31. Yeah, this wind is crazy though. 32, 33. Let me pedal. So right now, into a heavy headwind, we're at 33, right? And if you recall my initial review of the bike doesn't have a lot of torque, right? Slow start, not super bad. I like the Philodo Falcon. It's actually better than the Philodo Falcon at the start. But it's still slow, but it doesn't have a lot of torque. Any hill climbing or any strong wind like I have now, shit, look at those glass. Any strong wind like I have now, it slows the bike up a lot. The only real negative. But if you look at the battery, right now, no battery sag, which is a big problem with the bike. When I first got it with the original battery, it would sag a lot. Right now, we have no battery sag or drop off on the battery. 34 miles an hour. Whenever I don't have any wind, it shoots up quickly. But with the wind, forget about it. All right, we're gonna come up to an overpass. It's not 30% incline, but it is an incline. We're at 35 miles an hour. See, no wind, 35, but 35, we're going uphill. 31, see how it drops? And it's not 30. We're at the peak now. It's not a very big, steep hill. But now that we don't have, the wind is crossing, let's see how fast. Look, 38, but now we're going downhill. Let's see if we can maintain how fast we go. All right, we're in a flat. And 35 miles an hour. Yeah, steady 35 miles an hour. It might even hit 36, let's see. Now we're at 35. But not bad for a budget e-bike. 35 miles an hour steady. Now with the new battery, look at that, no voltage sag. I love this bike, man. I'm telling you, this is my favorite go-to bike to run errands on. Just to have fun with. It's so light, so nimble. I love it. My Mini Go was my favorite. It's still my favorite just because of the power. But my Mini Go is heavy as shit, man. I'm starting to lean more towards the lighter bikes. So the smaller, lighter bikes, only because I can maneuver more, right? You can take them anywhere. People don't bat an eye. And this bike is not even intimidating at all. No one's going to say that this bike goes 34, 35 miles an hour consistently. No one's going to believe that, right? Unless they ride it. So I'm a big fan of this bike. All right, here's going to be a true test. Because this is a steep overpass. This is the 84 I-95 overpass. Super steep. Even my wired scout loses power coming up here. Let's see how we do. I'm going to do throttle only, no pedaling. Let's see how slow we go. I already jumped out to 28, 27, 26, 25, 25. Well, I meant 24, 25. It's actually not too bad. And I want you to see, I'm going to stop up here so you can see how high we are. Look at how high we are. Look at that view right there. Man, we're higher than those buildings. I mean, you can't even see the bottom of this one. So we are high. So it didn't do as bad as I thought it was going to do. It actually did better. Watch it pick up some speed going down, though. Shit, I got a big tractor trailer behind me. Ah, he moved good. Look at this idiot. This is an idiot. All right, guys, we're gonna ride out to the beach. I put on my other helmet, the white one that was hanging on the handlebars because the sun's gonna set in about 30 minutes. So I'm gonna ride through Riverwalk, Las Olas, out to the beach, and then back. As I mentioned, we got plenty of. Oh, let me show you guys my son's talent. My son's super talent. With my dog Kelly. So, my beautiful son just refurbished those 2 chairs. Like it. I like it. I tell you what, it's a good thing that my house is being remodeled because I get to hang out on this property and I get to see my grandson every morning, which is pretty cool. And it's a blessing to have multiple properties that you can go stay at if something happens to one. Super blessed, super blessed. The dog wanted to come with me, but she can't come. Can I make it through? Yeah, I think I could. All right, let's head out to Fort Lauderdale Beach. And like I said, we're gonna do some night riding because by the time we get back, the sun's gonna set. Sun's supposed to set at 5:30. So in about another 20 minutes. Oh, 30 minutes, I mean. In fact, let me give you a quick tour. This is the Edgewood community of Fort Lauderdale. Let me turn on this. So for those of you that are also a subscriber of my other channel, Dream Vacations and Rentals, if you recall, like 2 years ago, Fort Lauderdale experienced historic flooding, specifically this area. So all these houses 2 years ago were underwater, at least 8 feet of water, 6 to 8 feet of water. Like this one's, as you can see, this guy completely remodeled the house. Now he's selling it. And this is what's crazy. He's selling that house for over $800,000. When I first bought in this neighborhood, I own 3 houses in this neighborhood. When I first bought in this neighborhood, I was buying houses for $250,000, $300,000, around that range. Now, you can't get anything in here for under that Cybertruck. I can't stand that truck. It's ugly as shit. But as I was saying, now you can't buy any house here for under $500,000. Everything's $500,000 or more. And this particular area, all these houses are remodeled because they all got flooded. So anyway, so this is the Edgewood area. We're gonna go by 2 of my other houses here. No, actually 1 on this street because I'm not gonna go to the other one. And then across here on 84, if we go on the north side of 84, that's Riverbend, I think it's called Riverbend. I have 2 houses there. I have a duplex and a single family home over there. But this is a great neighborhood, man. It's a great area. Like I said, it used to be very affordable to live here. It's still, in comparison, $500,000 for a house here is still not bad for today's standard. All right. Whoa, where you going, buddy? I don't understand people. Anyway, let's head out to the. I'll get back on once we get closer to downtown. All right, this is Floyd Hall Stadium. It's a nice, well-maintained baseball park here. They have 2 fields. In fact, here is. See, there is the sign for the field. Very nice, very nice. All right, this is 84. We're heading north towards downtown Fort Lauderdale. But as soon as we cross 84, we're gonna get into the community, the Fort Lauderdale community, Crescent Park. Another very nice area. And I'm gonna show you how Crescent Park, just like Victoria Park, is changing. So what's happening in Fort Lauderdale is that regular single family homes are becoming a thing of the past. People are buying up these lots, knocking them down and building multi-units. For example, we're gonna go buy like a small block or half a block in which a guy bought 4 houses, knocked them down, and built like 8 townhouses. So I'm gonna show you that when we go in here before it gets dark, so you can see how Fort Lauderdale is changing and changing fast. So these are the townhouses that I was telling you about. Some guy bought all the single family homes. It used to look like that, this street. So a developer bought this and built all these townhouses on this block. So this is what you're starting to see more and more here in Fort Lauderdale. I think they did the same thing, if I'm not right here. So this guy bought this lot and put 2 townhouses on there. Like I said, we're starting to see a lot of that. A lot of these, same thing across the street now. It's been a minute since I've been here. Look at these townhouses here. It's been a minute since I've been here, but those single family homes that are there, they're a thing of the past, man. This is what they're building. See this guy right here, this lot? I know this developer, which is the same one that built that other one, wanted that lot, but that guy didn't sell. So, micro living, people, having a lot, like a bigger lot here in Fort Lauderdale, it's gonna be, especially in Crescent Park. Look at this one here. In fact, let's go around. Look at this. Beautiful, it's gorgeous. But, you know, you're only buying a house, there's no land. And for me, I need to have land. I need to have a lot of land. That's why my main house, I have the 3 acres there. I have my vineyard in Georgia. I need a lot. I need movement, right? I can't have my neighbor on top of me. Okay, same thing. As soon as we cross here in Davie, we're going into another community. I think this Philbo Bend, it's what it's called. Let me look it up. I was way off. It's called Tarpon River. So this is the Tarpon River community. And watch, we're gonna go here. See what I'm saying? Look at this. Almost this entire street. Now these are still surviving, but look at this. Now again, I'm not gonna hate on them. They're beautiful. But like I said, pretty soon, these houses like this are gonna be gone. Look, this guy just bought this lot. And they're building some more townhouses. I mean, as an investor, as a developer, I mean, you got to make money. And today, that's how you make money. You can't make money anymore building single-family homes. It's very difficult. Talk to any builder, and he'll tell you that building single-family homes today is not as profitable as it was years ago. Hence why this is what you're seeing. This type of development, this type townhouses, right? So it is what it is. It's the future, man. Evolution. Nothing ever stays the same. That's why in business, you always have to have that survivor mindset, right? When I started my company, Dream Vacations and Rentals, we started as just a flipping company. We were buying, fixing them up, keeping some and renting them long-term, and then flipping some. Then I realized, you know, flipping is not the way to go. It's really another job. And as an investor, I don't want another job, right? I want income. So we went more towards renting. And then back in early 2012, 13 around there, when we went into short-term rentals, because we started with seasonal rentals, but then we evolved into short-term rentals. And then with the popularity of Airbnb, the company, that really exploded my business. And I piggybacked on their marketing dollars. So if you have a company, you got to remember, you got to constantly evolve. Otherwise, you're going to end up like Blockbuster, Sears, Kmart, companies that don't exist today because they failed to evolve. Blockbuster being the biggest one. I mean, Blockbuster dominated the industry. In fact, Netflix was about to go under, and Netflix tried to sell to Blockbuster, and Blockbuster didn't want anything to do with it. And look at now, because Netflix decided to innovate and change. Blockbuster's gone, and we still have Netflix. Look at this beautiful sky, bro. Look at that. That is gorgeous. Look at that sunset. This is why I live in Fort Lauderdale. Look at that. All right, we're gonna cruise along Riverfront here. I love this place. It's beautiful, man. It is beautiful. That's the Museum of Science or Discovery and Science. Let me go back the other way. Because this bike is so light, I mean, you can pedal with no problems. Like I put it down to 0 because I'm on this pedestrian walk, and again, it's small. And you heard that lady? Oh, bike coming through. No issues, no complaints, nobody bitching. There's the water taxi.
Excuse me, no, sir. Yeah,
if you guys come to Fort Lauderdale, I highly recommend you take that water taxi. That water taxi takes you up and down the intercoastal. It'll even take you down to Hollywood. Takes you all the way north, almost to Pompano, I believe. You get to see a lot on that water taxi, and it's cheap. You can get a day pass. Again, go to my other channel, Dream Vacations and Rentals, and you'll get to see all of that. I have, oh, look at this place. This place is badass. They must be having an event. Oh, wedding, yep. A wedding, nice. Ha. Sir, I got a question for you. These are rentals?
Why is not rentals?
Private? Yeah, okay. Very cool, very cool. Look at the wedding party. Now this is called The House on the River. Great restaurant. Really, really popular for brunch. And then there's the Pirate. I forget the name of it. It's called Private something. Pirates is what I meant to say. That restaurant right across the way. Let me see if you can see it. With the lights. My eyes were better. I can read it. I know it's Pirate something.
Growing a tulsi thing.
Look at this. Willie and Stacy. Another wedding. Oh, go ahead, buddy.
There you go. There you go.
No, I'm sorry.
It's all right, boys.
There you go, this way. Oh, shouldn't.
Or like,
Can I get a ride, sir?
Sure, hop on.
Oh!
Another. This is the River Inn, and I guess they hired this place for the wedding, so it's just pretty cool. Very nice. Now that's the wharf. Another cool spot. get something to eat, something to drink, hang out. There's one in Miami. There's this one and the one in Miami. Obviously, I'm a little biased towards this one, but the one in Miami is actually really cool as well because it's right on the water. This one, and then in the coastal, but you can't really see it. All right, let's head over to Las Olas now. I like it. The lights on the Winter Garden Apartments there, really nice. Oh, he's got the A-Pass. Bike. I first started riding e-bikes several years ago, many years ago now. You rarely saw an e-bike. Now you're starting to see a lot of them. There's the party boat. I'm gonna do a range check in a second because we still got 100% battery. All right, so this is the Lobster Bar, one of my favorite spots. So right here, right in front of it is Del Fresco. There's one in New York City in Manhattan, which was the first time I ate at this restaurant. It was in Manhattan. Phenomenal, Fleming's Steakhouse, phenomenal, and Lobster Bar. 3 great places. Highly recommend. Look at this Mercedes. I haven't seen a Mercedes like this. Wow, it's nice. And it's my favorite color, right? White and black. I love that. All right, guys, we are on Las Olas now. And this is what I refer to as a strip. From 6th Ave all the way towards, well, not towards the beach, about 15th Avenue is where all the major restaurants are. Yeah, and it's quickly getting dark. What time is it? Yeah, sunset's now. All right, let's go. I'm gonna name off some of my favorite restaurants on here. So Wild Sea Oyster Bar, I love that place. Now this is the River House Hotel. It's been here forever. Very popular, very nice, very high end. Now this is what's good about having a bike. Look, we're gonna split lanes here. Yeah, baby, yeah, German. American Social, not a restaurant per se, it's more of a bar, social place, but very popular. We're coming up to Cafe Europa on my right, which has been here for a while. I really love it, really authentic Italian food. You got El Camino to my left. That's like a Tex-Mex restaurant that's really good. And I was mistaken, Cafe Europa's in the next block. Oh, they knocked this place down. They completely built. There used to be like a Cuban restaurant here. Got knocked down, and they're actually building it from scratch. Pretty interesting. Here's Cafe Europa right here to my right. And then there's only 2 other restaurants here that I really like. It's going to be Louis Bossi, which is right here. Louis Bossi right there. And Tacos Rocco's. And it's going to be Tacos Rocco's going to be to my left. I got to tell you, I'm not, it's not as busy as I thought it was going to be. Even though it's early. What time is it? 5:35? It's early, but it's not as busy as I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be jam-packed with traffic. There's Rocco's Tacos. Another great place. Now, the Floridian, it's a great breakfast place. It's a diner that's been here forever as well. Like a very long time. All right, guys, now we're heading to the beach. I'm actually going to take you through some of the aisles. Hopefully it's not too dark so you can see some of the houses there because it's extremely impressive there. That's what I love about this bike. Pedal assist 4, we're already up at 31 miles an hour. Let's go to 5. Pedal assist 5, 33, 34, 35, 36, and at 36, 35. It's a great bike, man. Great little bike. All right, so this is Las Olas. These are called the aisles. They go north and south. Right now we're heading east towards the beach. But some very nice properties. It's a little dark. We're probably not going to be able to see. I'm going to turn up on Marcos, San Marcos. Oh, look at those e-bikes. We should race it. All right, we're going to go down San Marcos so you can see some of these houses. Hopefully it's not too dark. Look at these beautiful mansions, bro. Now, here's my question for you guys. Do you like something more contemporary or something more modern? So here's a modern house. I'm not a big fan of that modern. I like this, more contemporary, right? Now, this one's modern, but it's a nice modern. Look at those big glass windows. But this is your traditional Fort Lauderdale or Fort Florida home. I prefer that, right? I really do. I really like these older homes. But everybody here is knocking them down and building these type of modern homes, which I'm not a fan of, to be honest. Go, because you're faster than me, man. Amazon person's like riding my butt, man. See, this is another modern house that I like because of the windows, though. This one's not that bad either. Not that bad right there. But look at this. This is what I like. Only because, maybe because of my age, this is what I'm used to, especially this one. All right. See, I'm not a fan of this one. So anyway, here goes another traditional house right here that I like. Look at the balconies. Look at the cast iron fences, or not fence, in the balcony. The railings, that's what I meant to say. Gorgeous. And then you have this. Not really a fan. All right, let's head towards the beach now. Oh, let's do a range check before it gets super dark. We're not going fast at all. We've been going super slow. But let's go to Strava. Let's see where we are. We've gone 12.5 miles. And we're still at 100% battery. We'll see how it is, because when I head home, I'm gonna go fast. Right now, I'm just showing you guys, giving you guys a tour of Fort Lauderdale. Hope you guys are enjoying it. Comment below, tell me what style of homes do you like? Do you like the modern, or do you like the contemporary, traditional contemporary homes, right? Some of the modern ones, like I said, a few of them I really like, but they have to have like these grand doors, like the entry point, a lot of glass in the front. I don't mind that. If there's a lot of glass, big, huge doors like this one here, that front door is freaking impressive. Look at that. That entryway is extremely impressive, right? I don't mind that, but I'm not a big fan. I mean, it's just, for me, it looks like a box, right? They're square, right? There's no angles to them like this. We have angles. Look at this beautiful home right here. Look at the balcony up there. I don't know. All right, let's head towards the beach. All right, we're coming up to Chima's. This restaurant right here. It's a Brazilian steakhouse. Yeah, how beautiful that is. So directly in front of us is Fort Lauderdale Beach. Again, I'm surprised it's not super packed, man. All right, that's the famous Elbow Room. You can actually go online and watch this place live, and it is packed. It's never not packed, man. Look at this. It's probably the only bar in Fort Lauderdale that is consistently super packed. Yeah, this lady in front of me. It's either this lady in front of me Can't be the guy. Smells delicious. Coming on your left. This is Beach Place. Used to be really, really popular. I don't know how popular it is today. That used to be really popular. Now behind it is the Marriott Beach Club. So you can either buy there or stay there, but it's like their timeshare. Yeah, and then as you can see, once you get past like Birch there, it's dead. Oh, that's there's the Marriott AC. I love that place. But that's Casablanca Cafe. Really cool spot. Not a fan of the food though. Definitely not a fan of the food. It used to be years ago when it first opened. Now, just to give you a background of that restaurant, it's a house that got converted into a restaurant. They kept it as the original house. It's a really cool spot. I think it's cool. I think it's romantic. Have a nice dinner there. And when it first opened, the food was first class. I don't know what happened. I don't know if they changed ownership, but it became more, I don't know, like fast food-ish, you know. They don't have the Italian dinners that they used to have, the authentic Italian dinners. You don't see that anymore. We're gonna go up to Sunrise and then head back south. Look at that. That's pretty cool, whatever it is. All right, we're gonna go. I'm waiting for this light. All right, it's a lot of traffic heading back south. All right, let's rock and roll, guys. Start heading back. See, I gotta be careful because I don't know what these guys in these little carts are gonna do. And they're like half on the bike lane, half off the bike lane. See what I mean? They're not paying attention. The bridge must be up. Let's see if the bridge is up. Probably is. Squeeze in through here. This is what's great about having a small bike. You can squeeze in through here or get up on the sidewalk. Somebody's having a crazy party. What a beautiful night, guys. Look at that sky. That beautiful Fort Lauderdale skyline, look at that. With the sun setting in the background, I love that. You stay on the bike lane. Drop this down. Forget what that building is, the one with the colors on the top. A quick promo for my sponsor and my other business. You guys want to come enjoy beautiful South Florida, especially now during the holidays. I know in the winter, DM me. I got some of the best short-term rentals available. So this is what I was expecting. I guess it was too early when I got here, because this is how traffic normally is here. Bumper to bumper. Damn, we got 17 and a half miles and still 100% battery. Kevin, you are the man. All right, this is where we started on Las Olas. So this is the other part that you guys didn't get to see in the beginning. As I mentioned, Fleming's is a great steak restaurant just past Del Fresco. And coming up is YOLO. It's right here to my right. All right, that's it, my beautiful people. I am going to head home. We'll check the range when I get there, and then that's going to be it for today. It's only going to be maybe 20-something miles, but tomorrow we'll do a lot more riding. I'll give you those final numbers when I get to the house for now. All right, so here's one thing. I mean, I don't ride at night, hardly ever, so it's not a big deal to me, but this light is not great. I mean, you can see in front of you, but it's not as bright as my Magician bike or the wired or the goat bikes. It really needs to be a little bit stronger. But again, I don't ride at night, so it's not a big deal to me. In fact, I rarely ride at night. All right, guys, we are almost home. Let's see what we got here. We did 21 point, let's bring it up. 21.60 miles, and we have 96% battery. 96% battery, guys. Now, to be fair, I was cruising, the first, I don't know, how much time? We're an hour and 22 minutes. I would say probably 45 minutes of it. It was just me cruising on Fort Lauderdale on the beach, as you guys saw, right? So, to be fair, we were going slow, but we still got 96% battery, 20 miles. Tomorrow will be a little better test because tomorrow I'm going to try to convince my son to take out one of my other bikes, and then we're just going to haul ass and see what we got. But not bad, guys, not bad. Look at that. Not bad at all. So that's going to be it for right now.